This is the artificial intelligence voice of Jay Shetty narrating this summary of the On Purpose podcast. In this podcast, Jay Shetty and Dave Asprey delve into several fascinating topics around biohacking, wellness, and physical performance. Dave Asprey, a renowned author and entrepreneur in the health and wellness field, notably the founder and CEO of Bulletproof Coffee, explains how the body's inherent desire to conserve energy can be utilized to enhance personal productivity. He introduces the idea of the meat operating systems arm, an instinctive part of human physiology that aims to conserve energy. The desire to save energy and to be lazy, hence, is natural and should not be associated with guilt or shame. Using this understanding, Asprey introduces the concept of hacking laziness. He suggests that exercises can be modified such that they align with the body's inherent desire to conserve energy. For instance, instead of an hour-long cardio workout done 5 times a week, Asprey suggests splitting it up into 15 minutes a week, EF 5 minutes done thrice a week. That produces a 12 increase in fitness compared to a 2 change from traditional cardio, thus reducing resistance towards the idea of working out. Asprey further elaborates on the concept of physical effort or strain. He emphasizes on the significance of the recovery period post a strenuous activity, underlining that one's body reacts not to the prolonged periods of strain, but how fast and productive the strain is and how quickly it returns to baseline. Asprey argues that the body perceives traditional high-intensity workouts as continuous attacks, thereby stopping any improvement as it goes into protection mode. However, with his optimized strategy in place, the body gets the required stimulation and the subsequent calm phase triggers the improvement process. Additionally, Dave Asprey introduces the Upgrade Labs, where a combination of artificial intelligence and physical effort is used. A slow but intense workout for about 20 seconds, followed by deep and controlled breathing, can bring the heart rate down, adding to the feeling of safety and promoting overall wellness. Overall, this conversation with Dave Asprey explores a novel perspective on physical health, fitness, and biohacking, challenging traditional beliefs on hard work, effort, and the human body's efficiency. In the continuation of this captivating On Purpose podcast between Jay Shetty and Dave Asprey, the idea of removing friction pops up prominently in the conversation about improving physical and mental performance. Dave emphasizes the importance of eliminating physical and mental obstacles that make a task seem burdensome or impossible. An example Asprey gives is a simple one. The inability to find your gym shoes because they're misplaced can create a psychological barrier to working out. Further, Asprey underscores the significance of understanding your body's specific nutritional requirements and the role of minerals in these requirements. It is explained that the dip in soil quality due to extensive farming has led to a lower mineral content in food, causing an overall drop in mineral intake, leading to performance drop in our bodies. Asprey argues that supplementing these missing minerals can enhance physical fitness, mental clarity, and overall well-being. A focus on minerals, especially zinc, copper, and manganese, can support the body's energy production and recovery processes, improving overall performance. The author also introduces a Danger Coffee, new beverage enriched with 54 different kinds of super tiny trace minerals aimed to supplement this deficit. Moreover, Asprey suggests employing vitamins D, A, K, and a special form of to ensure that the body effectively utilizes the minerals taken. He explains how those vitamins collaborate to direct minerals to the right places in the body. A new perspective gained from this conversation is the significant role our physical well-being plays in our emotional stress. Both Shetty and Asprey agree that a vast portion of the emotional stress we face daily can be attributed to our bodies being malnourished, leading to a wide array of mental health issues. By adequately nourishing our bodies, we can organically reduce the detrimental impact of stress. Lastly, Asprey talks about the value of precise goal setting. Instead of attempting to measure and improve everything simultaneously, he advises picking specific target areas such as strength, energy metabolism, and stress resistance. This approach can lead to a more focused and effective improvement journey. In the latter part of this engaging podcast, Dave Asprey continues the enlightening conversation by detailing his unique approach to goals and performance enhancement. The focus here, Asprey posits, is personalized and based on individual priorities. Using a systematic method, he suggests first determining your starting point, then choosing one or two specific areas where improvement is wanted. This could be anything from increasing muscle strength to enhancing brain function. The book Fast This Way, Asprey explains, provides tools, techniques, and technologies to aid individuals on their path. Asprey's conversation with Jay Shetty takes a deeper turn as they explore the spiritual aspect of health and well-being. Asprey shares his perspective on personal triggers and reveals the reset process from his book. By consciously tuning into our emotional triggers and then finding gratitude, forgiveness can be reached, which he believes can lead to profound emotional healing. This process helps individuals become untriggered or emotionally resilient, increasing their capacity to cope with life's stresses. Asprey then brings up spiritual hacking. A concept he defines as finding efficient ways to optimize spiritual well-being. To him, one of the burdens that can weigh heavily on an individual's spiritual health is holding on to grudges. He recommends using tools like his reset process to enlighten one's soul and thus improve overall life quality. The discussion progresses towards the interconnectedness of the human body, mind, and spirit. The effects of emotional stress, Asprey argued, often result in adverse physical habits such as poor eating patterns, leading to a cycle of physical, emotional, and spiritual discord. Despite the essence of the conversation being about biohacking, it becomes evident from this part of the conversation that Asprey's approach to health and well-being is holistic. He empathizes the need to focus on not just physical, but emotional and spiritual health. This holistic perspective is crucial, as neglecting one aspect can lead to discord in others, affecting overall well-being. Asprey's remedy for this is radical consciousness, a belief that every cell in our bodies possesses its own form of consciousness. His appears to suggest that total well-being is dependent on a harmonious relationship between physical health, emotional resilience, and spiritual enlightenment. In his in-depth dialogue with Jay Shetty, Dave Asprey sheds light on his fascinating concept of radical consciousness, elucidating how every cell in our bodies possesses its own form of consciousness. This idea forms the foundation of the deep forgiveness work he advocates for, which often results in profound physiological healing. This reset process, backed by an emotional and spiritual well-being optimization system that Asprey calls spiritual hacking, can lead to an increase in one's energy field and a higher brain voltage, aiding in mitigating various health issues. Asprey also emphasizes a profound notion of a spiritual energy draining. He iterates that if one's spiritual realm is under a constant drain of energy, it impacts our food choices, workout routines, and artistic endeavors adversely. Not only this, Asprey asserts the importance of gratitude when consuming animal protein. According to him, humans have a sacred agreement with the animals in which the former display gratitude for the nourishment received from the latter. The concept of achieving protein from various sources is thoroughly explored, highlighting that all proteins aren't created equal where their quality is concerned. Asprey suggests that animal proteins possess a better amino acid availability score compared to plant-based proteins. However, he also cautions against several animal proteins, such as those derived from certain birds, as they are high in omega-6, which can contribute to inflammation. He also critiques the quality and ethical treatment of mass-produced chicken on plant-based protein. Asprey argues that it's hard to get complete amino acids from plants alone without consuming a high quantity of carbohydrates. Despite his own preference for animal protein, he's open to diverse dietary preferences, advocating for individuals to choose a diet that agrees with their bodies. Furthermore, he illustrates the criticality of incorporating gratitude into eating habits, valuing the food sources that nourish us, and treating those sources with respect. This maintains the focus on interconnectedness and holistic health and nutrition throughout the discussion, enabling a broader perspective of our overall well-being. Dave Asprey's extensive discussion with Jay Shetty on alternative eating habits includes profound insights into dairy and non-dairy milk. Asprey expounds on how the human consumption of cow's milk has evolved over thousands of years, delineating the shift from grazing pastures to an industrial diet of grain and corn. He warns against the regular consumption of modern-day cow's milk due to the inflammatory O1 protein and exposes its potentially harmful impact on gut health. He takes a critical stance against alternative milk like almond oat, questioning their health benefits given their high levels of anti-nutrients like phytic acid and oxalates. These compounds can interfere with the absorption of minerals in our bodies, potentially leading to deficiencies and associated issues like kidney stones and skin inflammation. The argument against almond milk extends to the environmental front, highlighting the devastating death of bees involved in almond pollination. Asprey defends the use of coconut milk and macadamia milk, though acknowledges their taste may not be to everyone's liking. He plainly states that most milks in today's market offer minimal protein, usually accompanied by a host of components that are not beneficial for health. Beyond milk, Asprey also elaborates on canola oil, which is frequently found in packaged foods. He argues that its high omega-6 content makes it responsible for slowing metabolism and increasing inflammation in the body. Food companies' cheap use of canola oil, he ponders, is one of the major causes of modern health issues like diabetes and cancer. As an alternative, he recommends using stable saturated fats like coconut oil, butter, or ghee, which can stimulate metabolism and support hormone production. Deterred by the current situation, Asprey perceives a future where innovative companies aim to produce healthier and affordable alternatives to detrimental oils, thus transforming global health. Meanwhile, he suggests simplistic behavioral changes such as avoiding fried food in restaurants and vigilant customization of dressings can lead to significant health improvements. Finally, Asprey and Shetty share personal anecdotes underscoring the difficulties in maintaining a strict diet while traveling or in different circumstances that do not permit total control over food choices. The conversation sheds light on what one can do to navigate these challenges while maintaining as much control over their diet as possible. In the ongoing discussion on healthy eating alternatives, Asprey brings a special mention to palm oil. He asserts it as a healthier choice compared to canola oil due to its saturated nature. The caveat with palm oil, however, is its negative environmental impact, particularly deforestation issues. Asprey suggests that if you can find chips or crisps cooked in coconut oil or palm oil, they'll be much healthier and more satisfying. Asprey and Shetty shift the conversation to discussing age and health goals. Asprey criticizes the common goal of making getting older easier, suggesting instead to stop getting old. He argues that with today's advancements, it's possible to measure as 20 years younger than your calendar age. He recounts how he learned essential health maintenance tips from older individuals in an anti-aging longevity group he ran. Drawing from that experience, Asprey urges listeners not just to age, but to remain youthful and robust despite advancing years. Shetty also shares his recent personal experience of being defeated at pickleball by a 70-year-old man. This became a source of motivation for him as he aspired to be as fit and energetic at that age. Continuing on this note, Asprey underscores the importance of learning from elders and individuals who have maintained their health effectively well into old age. He envisions a world where 70-year-olds look and feel like their younger selves. Following this, they delve into discussions about Asprey's book, Smarter Not Harder, the Biohacker's Guide to Getting the Body and Mind You Want. Shetty commends the book for its insights and recommends it to his listeners. He encourages them to take things one at a time and find victories in small changes, which will create a domino effect in their health habits. Lastly, after professing their mutual appreciation for each other's work, they conclude that they mustn't settle for less, but aim bigger, bolder, and better in their health goals. The key takeaway here is to challenge the conventional perspective on aging by maintaining a rigorous health routine and continuous learning from others' experiences. Check out the full podcast by clicking the link in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for listening to this podcast summary episode of the Pod Slice.